So I will try Apocalypse now, or Apocalypse, using my char that was doing pretty good on Nightmare. And yeah, that's the reason I try Apocalypse now, because Nightmare kinda felt like a bit too easy with the gear level and the traits I have. It felt just like playing on hard mode when I did the game for the second time, because of course on Nightmare everything is a lot more let's invest in this. Everything is a lot more dangerous, but you also have a lot more life. You do a lot more damage, and so it kinda your own progress when you have almost 500 traits. It cancels out the difference from hard to Nightmare. So when I first started hard, having around 200 traits,
das passt nicht mehr.
around 200 rates, it was kind of the same difficulty I had on Nightmare, having almost 500 traits. So let's try it on the highest difficulty, on Apocalypse. And my go-to build will be the Storm Eye using a crit build, because it's just the best overall damage and consistency. Very nice. And yeah, pretty good build for everything, and on bosses I will switch depending on the situation. For example, if I had to fight Gorefist, I will use a shotgun build, and if I have to fight Riptide, I would use a mod build, and so on. Okay, let's see. That was not.
Oh, endlich vorbei.
Yeah. So overall went pretty good, despite getting surprised. I guess this way there can't be an exit, but I see some stuff glowing, so I don't know, maybe Simulacrum? No. I'm not using a world analyzer, so I want to surprise myself, not knowing which bosses and stuff. So this is more of a fun experience than really serious gaming.
Hast du nicht drauf?
No! Shit, I didn't see this. Yeah, so one hit from behind on Apocalypse from a standard mob is death. Also, I think we don't need this the rage dust, except for bosses. So I will switch it off, so we can use some adrenaline.
Sie kommen!
So we can go through a bit faster. I plan to do 20-minute episodes, so not sure how fast we will get in this episode. Investing a bit in the shadow trade really helped, because otherwise this guy would have noticed us already. Okay, there are 2 elites. So first let's see that this stuff is clear. This was pretty easy. No. Let's aggro this guy. Uh-huh. We do so much damage using this setup. It's seriously, this is one of the best setups for clearing normal maps. It's very good against elites, even on Apocalypse. It's very good versus basically everything.
Oh,
It has good range, good damage, good magazine size. I think maybe for normal map clearing, this is the strongest build, because it has absolutely no weakness. But for the sewers, I think we would change our equipment a bit to get better results. And let's see. And what I like to do is go on a mod setup, which is the labyrinth stuff. So yes, and also have our mods here and use the spore bloom. This tip was given to me on YouTube, and it worked really good. So we probably don't need crit that much, so maybe this. So yeah, this should be a good setup for clearing out the sewers. I mean, we could still die. It's Apocalypse after all, but
hier stinkt's.
and yeah, that's exactly why this is a good setup, because you could make like real walls that enemies can't go through. Of course, it's pretty bad versus range, but for clearing the sewers we will mostly use mods. Against elites we're pretty much in a bad spot, but we would have to improvise for an elite. So very strong combination. And we now see that we have to fight, you can see it on this stuff, Shroud. So we will change up our setup again for the boss fight. But this is one of the fun stuff in this game, that on higher difficulties you have to choose your setup carefully. And you have to change it depending on the enemy types, on the situation. I knew it.
Los, na los! Da kommt er!
Oh, this sounds like an elite. Okay. So we're kinda in an okay spot, because we could use the pillar to our advantage. Oh, we can't just deal with everything.
Da kommt er! Oh,
We
na,
could.
das lief
Yeah.
mies.
Nice. I was pretty surprised I did survive this. And the elite seemed to have died in the AoE. So yes, works out pretty good so far.
Mist!
Yeah, works good. Spore Bloom.
Na, wie schmeckt dir das, du Bastard?
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
endlich vorbei.
Really good. This could help us. So yeah, Spore Bloom might be the best weapon in this kinda scenario.
Missed.
Oh, we
Missed out.
yeah, nice. I would never have thought that Spore Bloom works so good in this situation. So thanks to the guy on YouTube. Okay. We're almost through. And we're through. Yeah, so definitely if you have problems in this kind of areas, sewers where you have a lot of small fast enemies swarming you, definitely go for Spore Bloom and mod damage and look for good choke points and make them go in, and you would have a much easier time. So against this particular opponent, I think I could use Hunter. Hunter would be pretty good. Yeah, I think probably Hunter is the best in this situation. Because we're going for weak spot damage, and we will use the sniper rifle, and the rest doesn't really matter too much. This could be a good setup, but I think we will go for big crit hits. This should be good. And a primary weapon. I think we go for this. So this is a classic setup where you have to hit the guy in the head. And yeah, basically you get killed by everything, but you do a lot of damage. And I don't know why I choose this. I wanted to use the flame hotshot mod. Maybe I'm blind? There. Yeah, that's the classic setup. So we have time for one try. Not sure if it works. The idea is to get in a few shots and do massive headshot damage And the burning gives even more damage to our sniper rifle. And we want weak spot damage. And Hunter's Mark lets us see where the boss is, because you basically want to ignore most of the ads. And faster reload, big crit damage, faster mod regeneration, more damage, more weak spot damage, more weak spot damage, and seeing where the opponent is. So basically, yeah, we could keep this. I think I'm not sure if we should use this one. I don't think we need it. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. We died one time so far, which is okay. Oh, he's Enchanter. This is unfortunate. Enchanter is the worst mod, because he will do random explosions near you, and Enchanter on Apocalypse is bad. That's one of the hardest fights you can have. This boss is normally pretty easy, but so where is he? I don't know. So now we have to reload the mod. No. We almost done. Nice. Nice.
Oh,
So, 2 tries versus Enchanter, Shroud, Apocalypse. Not bad. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. Good setup. Now we will change back to our standard setup. Burden of the Gambler it was. So crit, and this, and this. Using the Radiant. Yeah, so this is our standard setup for advancing in the campaign. So, very nice. 25 minutes, and see you next time.